everyone, welcome to Gusto News on Gusto TV Africa. My name is Imar. And on today's news, we have DAVIDO and Tems, we have Rema, and I'll be rounding up the news with Asha and Tiwa Savage. But before going on to what we have for you on today's news, guys, I want to say thank you for all that you do for us here on the channel. We see all of it and we really do appreciate you. And yes, if you're coming across this channel for the very first time, please do not forget to subscribe. And also do not forget to click on the post notification bell so as to know when we drop new content and also when we drop new videos for you. Alright guys, so starting off the news, we have OBO. Yes, OBO Baddest. Man, this guy has been having like a good time this year. You know, he's been shutting down and touring and just doing things and having fun. And also the fact that we know that for DAVIDO this year, it's just going to be all love and great vibes. Like he has just already said that he's going to be paying, you know, no attention to negative or bad energy. Like it's going to be all love and also positive energy. He wants to carry everybody along. He wants to grow with everybody. And he's been doing a whole lot of that, you know, recently, especially with his store We Rise by Lifting Orders. The last time we had DAVIDO in the news was because 30BG came out to really rant. Yeah, like, see, our fave is actually slacking. Like, he's making himself too accessible, and that is why, you know, a lot of people in the industry do not rate him. And they also went ahead to mention that the signees at the Maven's record labels do not actually rate DAVIDO, like they actually do not like him. That's what these guys have been saying, looking at the fact that a whole lot of them have been coming, you know, to actually speak about Wizkid or to show Wizkid love, or they've been seen chilling in the studio with Wizkid. Take Arasta for instance. So these guys are like, you know what, these guys do not really, you know, rate DAVIDO. And they've also told DAVIDO to leave Nigeria, leave Lagos, and just travel to maybe Atlanta or go to the UK or go to the US and work on his forthcoming album. And also the fact that there's been a whole lot of comparison, you know, between Wizkid and DAVIDO, and the reason is because of Tems. So people have been saying, you know what, Tems, you know, Tems is this big right now because of Wizkid, and they're like, no. Tems actually made Essence. And people are like, okay, if it's Tems vocals that's actually what has made Essence as big and has made it a global song, why did she not do the same thing when she jumps on a song with DAVIDO? And people are like, okay, what song are we talking about? Yes, Tems actually had a song with DAVIDO and Khalid, not DAVIDO's song. It was Khalid actually featuring Tems and DAVIDO. And you're like, okay, if Tems vocals is the reason why Essence is as big as it is right now, why did Tems not do the same thing with Know Your Worth? And also her song, you know, Fountains with Drake. But the reason why we have Tems and DAVIDO in the news today is because DAVIDO has actually come out to give Tems her flowers. This is actually, you know, coming after Tems came out to give her big sisters in the industry their flowers, saying that, you know, it was what they did or what they have been doing that actually inspired her. And she went ahead to mention the likes of Asha, Tiwa Savage, you know, Yemi Alade. She mentioned Niliona, Waje, Simply Simi. And, you know, there's been a whole lot of congratulations and reposting about Tems. But people are actually, you know, surprised why DAVIDO had to repost, you know, this picture of Tems and actually congratulated her. And they also went ahead to dig up. Now, when it comes to fans, they will always dig up things. And one thing they found out is DAVIDO is not following Tems. So why did he actually have to repost her picture and also congratulate her? And he did not even, you know, tag. And people are like, okay, OBO is just actually seeking for validation or trying to make people feel like, okay, he's actually, you know, very nice. But the thing is, DAVIDO has actually come out, you know, to wish, you know, Tems well, to actually congratulate her, saying anybody can inspire you. Congrats, girl. Like I said, this is coming after Tems said, you know, the big sis in the industry actually inspired her to do what she does right now. Alright guys, away from Tems and DAVIDO, we have Rema, yes, the king of the rivers, in the building. The last time we had Rema in the news was because he brought Wizkid up on stage. Like, this particular thing is still driving a whole lot of people crazy. We are used to, you know, the big guys in the industry, like the OGs, like the 5-star guys, you know, bringing these youngins up on stage. But this time around, we had Rema bring Wizkid up on stage at the Oh My Fest. It was really crazy. I know the last time we spoke about this, I told you that one song that they performed together that I really love was Ujolegba. It was really beautiful. But the reason why we have Rema in the news today is because Rema has come out to make a new revelation, and this has to do with the death of his father. He said when his father died, it actually affected him. He used to be like a very cheerful kid, but, you know, after everything happened, he just felt like, you know what, let me just, you know, be on your own. So this one says, the Maven's record / Johnson Word superstar, in an interview with Ace Media personality Adesope Olajide, stated that the death of his father made him see life very differently and also shaped him a lot in his life. Yes, he actually had one interview when he said, you know, when he lost his father and, you know, his brother, he went ahead to say, you know what, I am not going to take, you know, the responsibility of my family and make sure to give them nothing but the best life. And he also went ahead to say, including his mood, as he was a colorful and very happy child before the death of his father. According to the singer, his death made him realize that he could lose a loved one at any time. Hence, the reason he takes his family very seriously. He also went ahead to say, Rema, who expressed how close he was with his dad, went on to state that the condition around his dad's death were really dark, and that till date, he is still investigating his father's death. So he's like, you know what happened to my dad was not ordinary. So according to Rema, right now, he's still trying to dig up to actually know, how and why his father died. All right, guys, away from Rema, we have the queens of the industry, Asha and Tiwa Savage. Tiwa has been in the news because a lot of people have come out to compare her, especially to Tems. Yesterday there was a whole lot of comparison between Tems and Tiwa Savage and Yemi Alade, and people were like, okay, chill, we know that Tems is actually having like a smooth one right now with her career, but do not compare her to these queens. Man, these ladies gave us back-to-back hits, like back-to-back hit. They gave us amazing, albums. So like, okay, do not disrespect Yemi Alade and Tiwa Savage by comparing, Tems to them. And they also went ahead to crown Tems the current and only standing queen of Afrobeat because she bagged 2 awards at the just concluded BET Awards. Alright, so this user at Grachi posted on Twitter saying, who is the queen of Nigerian music? Like for Asha, retweet for Tiwa Savage. And people are like, okay, chill. You can compare these guys, but there's some kind of comparison that you should not even come up with. Like comparing Asha to Tiwa Savage. Like this has got a lot of people talking. So you guys just really need to calm down. So this user, Duke of Worry, says, Grachi, which kind of comparison be this now? Why you they insult Asha? This is to say, you know what, you should not compare Asha to anybody. Then this user says, you be my favorite influencer. I for clear him my mind. And then this user went ahead to say, this is a big slap on Asha. Tiwa Savage is very good lyrically and has more recognition, endorsement than Asha. But when it comes to owning the industry, give it to Asha. Then this user says, both, and stop this dumb comparison. Yes, there's a whole lot of comparison. Remember, Benson came out to say, you know what, this comparison and competition, that's going on between artists is actually majorly caused by the fans. That for them artists, they just want to make good music and be happy and also make money to take care of themselves and also their family. So this user is saying, these ladies, the both of them are actually very good. Stop comparing them. Then this user says, Asha's music is social, political motivated. Her songs age like fine wine, and she has a track for everything we are currently facing. Jailer, Fire on the Mountain, Situation, Moving On, Bed of Stones, and Bimpe. Then this user said, what is the meaning of this? Don't you know what you are doing? It's like comparing Nelson Mandela to Sunday Igboho. Waiting they happen for a year. So this is saying, come on, don't compare these guys. Yes, they actually do the same thing, but they did it differently. So for majority of the people on Twitter, they are saying Asha is big and should not be compared to Tiwa Savage. Same way they said Tems is actually having her time right now and she's doing greatly when it comes to her career, but do not compare Tems and Yemi Alade or Tiwa Savage. That's why they're saying right now Tiwa Savage is good, she's good, but do not compare her to Asha. Alright guys, so with Asha and Tiwa Savage, I'll be rounding up the news for today. So as we think about the news in the comment section, and we'll be in the comment section responding to some of your comments, if not all. We see all that you do for us here on the channel, and we really do appreciate you. Bye for now. My name is Ima.